We made it though.
Yeah. All right. Welcome to another Woods Report.
Now,
so
today you can honestly say there's a lot.
You wrote down yesterday what we thought Joe Biden would talk about. Do you still have that list?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Because why'd you write it down? Let's see if we was right on what we thought he would talk about. So you do have the list?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll see what we...
I didn't see the whole thing, so I can't tell you.
Oh, you didn't watch the whole thing?
I came in when I forgot when Mama woke me up. I was asleep.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember, but I came in late. I came in an hour late. Yeah.
Oh, well, you was...
Almost an hour.
He was already talking?
He started at around 7, right? Or
no,
8?
No, it was late, like 8 o'clock.
Yeah, when I woke up, he started talking about the Tyree's mom and dad and that stuff.
You said Tyree.
What is his name?
I think it's Tyree.
Yeah, Tyree's mom and dad.
Okay.
So if you caught it from the beginning,
okay,
to see if he mentioned any of these.
Okay. All right. So on The View today, they talked about this, right?
They gave updates. They gave their opinion. Okay. And what he talked about, what they liked about him, what everybody said, even the news people. Even
was him yelling?
Even Alyssa. They said, we saw the real Biden. We saw a live Biden.
They pumped
Biden
him up.
That's alert. Biden that's involved. That's not stumbling over his words.
They pumped him up before he got on there.
He must have had a good nap.
And then he was yelling and stuff.
He probably had a can of Red Bull, and that man was energized, shaking people's hands, and he had a lot of energy for his age.
Yeah, before he was shaking hands with people who didn't, imaginary people on stage. So they pumped him up so that he's there. He knew what was going on.
He was alert that night, and he alluded to we got to finish the job. We got to finish the job. So people are thinking, oh, you're going to run.
All right. So Kiki Sanders says, "Hey sisters, I made it today." Hey Kiki. True is clapping, and Kiki says, "Well, I watched the first hour, then I fell asleep."
Girl.
So you didn't hear old man Joe?
Emerald I actually watched that happen. Didn't fall asleep.
Emerald says, "Hi, ladies."
Hey.
All right. So let's first of all, we wrote down what we thought he would talk about.
Yes.
So what did we say?
Of course, the Chinese balloon thing.
He didn't mention balloon because it sounds, when you say balloon, it doesn't sound like you really did anything. We shot down a balloon, so what? But when you say we acted, if you anything you do against us, we'll strike or whatever. That's what he was talking about, the balloon.
Okay, so did he justify for that they did respond to that?
He just said we responded
because people are like, you did it too slow.
Yeah, no,
they should have did it sooner.
No,
you're not gonna make everybody happy.
No, and it was a balloon
with this.
All right, so go ahead.
The thing is, before we go down the list, I was looking at people's faces.
Right.
I was looking
at... It's always one side, the other side.
No, not even that. I was looking at, first of all, who's all in that room.
Yeah.
All of your Supreme Court judges.
Everybody was in there.
Military.
Yeah.
And then the people he brings out as far as the families that he's specifically given examples to.
Right.
And I was thinking... oh, wow. And I'm looking at people's facial expressions. Are they frowning? Are they smiling? And then I believe there's some that can't reply.
Right.
Like your Supreme Court justice, or they have to sit still with a still face, paying attention.
Right.
So I never did that before with the State of the Union. I never paid attention. You do remember the holler out with Obama. Liar!
Well, everybody was yelling at this one, but go ahead.
They made him apologize.
Not anymore.
That year.
Yeah, not anymore. Anybody can yell now.
The news people were saying, what's his name, the Speaker of the House?
Yeah. McCarthy.
He had already given the information to everybody to not do that.
Nobody listens to him.
Somebody needs to I would love to be Sergeant of Arms in that place.
All right, go ahead.
But other than that was one of the things I really noticed this time of all the State of the Unions is looking at everybody's faces and looking at how they're responding, if they have dead face, if they have talking while he's talking, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that guy in the front row with the cane, that old congressman.
He kept putting that cane up and it was in front of the camera. I was like, who is this?
That old man with the cane.
Okay.
He's been a congressman forever. I should know his name.
And he made a comment when Biden made the comment about, I've been here
as long as all of y'all.
People
they laugh. Because he has been. The man 80-some years old.
I'm grandpa here. I've been around this place for
and
a
of course,
long
the 80-year-old man with the cane raised his hand, was like, we've been here together.
Amen, brother. Yeah. I'm with you. From the foundations of the earth. We've been here since Moses.
But so we knew he was going to talk about China.
Okay, so we marked that off.
Yeah.
See,
what else?
He didn't talk about CRT, race, anything racial, like what Santos was saying.
I told you he wasn't. Well, he brought up Kyrie's family, and then his mom was basically past the act.
The ladies on The View, their opinion with that was he didn't want to bring any light to DeSantis.
Oh, DeSantis,
because DeSantis has been making those comments.
Yeah, DeSantis,
Florida. Yeah. So you never know. Was that the plan to not speak to it? In other ways, you can speak to justice for all, justice for all.
Oh, you talking about having African American
history.
I told you he wasn't gonna say that.
So, but people on The View thought, well, maybe because if he speaks to that, now he's bringing light to DeSantis, and he don't want to do that.
Yeah. No.
So we don't know what that was. So that one wasn't marked off.
Okay.
Ukraine funds. Did he talk about Ukraine?
He kind of justified why we send so much money over there to make a weaker Putin. In other words, that's why he's saying we boxed him in. Nobody's gonna be able to fly over there. His war reserve, all the money he's running out of money. Okay. So all the countries are coming together to stand against him, and that's why he's hurting. Even though he don't want to say you're hurting because we gave the most money out of every other country. Okay. What other countries do? They don't want to send anything. They don't want to send mail over there anymore. That's it. That's all they did. Well, we sent billions of dollars over there.
No, a lot of equipment too.
So that's why.
So he talked a little bit about that.
And then he basically was trying to say the reason why we sending all that money over there is to cripple Putin. The
leadership.
And in the same breath, talk about how he's not going to take nothing from China. He's doing a lot of flexing for a country that both countries own us. Russia and China.
They own us?
Everything that we have here, most of the stuff we have here, he did talk about the infrastructure. I wrote that down there.
Okay, good.
We have a very weak infrastructure.
Okay, he spoke
so he understands if you're going to flex and say, we're strong and we're going to.
And they're trying to do that, I think. I mean, we're behind, but I don't like to think of anybody owning us.
Basically, it's whether you want to think about it, whether you like to think about it, is irrelevant. It is what it is.
But don't say own us. We probably depend a lot on other countries for certain export and import.
If a country goes into your electronic system, your computers, and shuts you down, which Russia has been able to do.
But we can do that too, don't you?
No.
You don't think we can do their systems? No. We don't think we have smart people over here.
It doesn't matter about smart, it's about technology.
No, you don't think we have people over here that's just as wise as the other countries
it's not about,
tap into theirs?
You keep saying wise. It's not about smart. It's about technology. We don't have the technology.
Oh.
So since Russia, we already know they interfered with the elections. Putin has been telling you every year, anytime I want to shut y'all down, I can. I'm just not doing it because I don't want to declare World War III on everybody right now.
Right.
So he's basically telling you, anytime I want to go in or whatever and dismantle you, I can with your systems. I can do that. I have the technology to do that. And then you have China, who has all of our information. Everybody's on TikTok. So they have all the young people's information. They have all of our computer information. If you're on TikTok, one of the things you sign that says they have, that you allow them to be able to go into your system and pull information. So when you sign up for TikTok, you're saying, yeah, you can do that. So China already is doing that.
I don't think America, if a lot of that is going on, America's not thinking.
They're not thinking about that,
of the security risk and protection anymore.
Exactly.
We're open book now.
All I'm saying is, if you're gonna flex your muscle and say all of that, then you need to back it up. So I was glad that he did talk about the infrastructure. Because if you're going to act like you Arnold Schwarzenegger, then you need to get in the gym and you need to lift some weights and stuff.
Okay.
So you're going to do all that talking. Don't come at us. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. Then you need to put some things, like you said, on TikTok.
Right.
You need to.
Because they're shutting that down now with government.
All of that. He talked about he kind of talked about that, about information being shared and stuff. and about our relying as far as our highways, our food, our industry, everything. So that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Flex your flex, but you need to fix some stuff here before you do all of that.
Now, did he mention anything about those files?
No, he ain't gonna mention that.
And that's the other thing. I miss an hour or half an hour. Did he mention anything about being transparent? If you're going to talk about
security, let's start right where you live. And you not taking files home. And comb over taking files home.
Every president. And vice presidents.
Vice presidents. The cleaning lady. Yes. Everybody has the files.
They packed that up for Pence. He didn't even know. Yeah. Mother, I didn't know. So.
They remind me of the O.J. Simpson trial. They was gathering evidence and it was taking it home.
Yeah.
The guy was
didn't even realize what was packed in a box.
The guy was like, oh, it's in my trunk. In your trunk? You gathering evidence and you putting it in your trunk and taking it home. So
he didn't talk about that.
He didn't talk about
the borders.
No, he kind of did, but
about security, securing it more tighter.
And that set off the Republicans because they say he don't do nothing with that. And then he kind of made a comment that made them get upset about the fentanyl and all of this. And they we wouldn't have all of that if you strengthen the borders.
But you know what they were saying? What medicine for Medicare? But they were saying some people was thinking that was hypocritical because COVID. With the two main companies, that's where our medicines, our vaccines, and all of that came from. So you got to be careful, tread lightly when you talk about the healthcare industry and companies like that. And when you other stuff that comes, like you're saying, in the country, where he did mention that, everybody has pros and cons on that,
right?
But one thing I did like when he kind of put the Republicans on what do you call it when you on blast with that Social Security stuff.
Well, here, this is what he said. And this is where got most of the booze and stuff. Medicare and Social Security.
Yes.
He said Republicans. He didn't say some in the beginning.
Yes.
He said the Republicans, they want to cut Social Security. I'm just paraphrasing. And that's when they booed.
Yes.
Boo! Who said we want to cut Social Security? And then, of course, crazy Marjorie Greene, and they showed her
fake funny coat.
To call him a liar.
Her little dog fur on.
That she probably killed the dog and skinned him and put his fur on her. But anyway, showing her boo, and all the other, Republicans, whatever. And he was like, "What?" But it was good because he didn't.
He came back.
He didn't. He said, "Oh, what? Okay, all right, some." And even when he said that, they booed. Boo, boo. Who wants to do that?
Thank
boo,
you,
boo.
thank
So
you.
then he said, "Oh, okay, all right." So since nobody wants to cut Social Security,
it's off the table.
It's off the table then. That means you'll pass whatever bill I have.
Thank you. I got you on camera.
What he was talking about. He had proof where they could come and see for themselves.
Oh yeah, he kept saying, "Look it up." He kept saying, "Look it up."
Yeah, I got proof. I got the receipts to show.
But
everything.
Here's the thing that neither one of them say on both sides. He has a bill, but they'll put in a million other things in those bills.
Thank you. Well,
and that's why they don't pass it, because if you just sent over a bill about not cutting Social Security and not cutting Medicare, they would sign it. Don't put that bill and then add in there, "Oh, I need a new garage." What you want, Joe? Joe, you want something too?
That's what they did.
No,
with the
you don't add all of that in there.
The Obamacare, they did not like the Obamacare for other various reasons. There was some good about it, and there were, in some people's eyes, a lot bad about it.
Right.
But like you're saying, it was like a big old bill with all these little clauses in there that they're saying no to, because majority of it they don't want.
But that's the Republicans' fault if they don't say why they don't approve a bill. That's their fault.
Or have another plan. I always thought,
have another plan.
Am I missing something, you guys? If you come to the table and you all are different, representing different views and different points, you all come to the table. One group says, "Let's do a green, red, and yellow."
Right.
And the other people, no, we don't want 3 colors. Nah. Well, what do you suggest?
Yeah, what's your suggestion?
There's no suggestion. 2 colors or 3 other color, kind of 4 colors.
Right.
They don't come with another option, another plan to the table. They ready like the kids, like a Trump was. to tantrum.
Oh, yeah.
No. Y'all was trying to take over.
So come with another plan.
What's your plan then?
So his whole thing was, okay, so we're not, Another thing he was clear on that I did like, because again, Democrats are hard at making messaging. Because they'll say, that's what I'm saying, they have the worst messaging than any group that I've ever heard of. But he was clear. I'm only going after people that make over $400,000 a year.
Real simple.
That's it. If you don't make over $400,000 a year,
shut your mouth.
Then I'm good with you.
That's nothing.
And if you're a billionaire, you're not going to pay the same tax that a lady that works, at McDonald's or something.
Marjorie was screaming about that too.
Well, she's an idiot.
But a lot of the people, I'm thinking that to me is cut and dry. That's
cut and dry.
We're getting people with a certain income level. And think about it, a lot of people, if you're making over $400,000 a year,
right,
you need to just shut up.
And this is the time.
Because you don't have problems paying for those eggs that go up, right, or the gas.
People find money for what they want.
Yes.
And this is the thing they have to understand. This is the perfect time for him to go after businesses. Yeah. Because they're not going to go anywhere. No. There's nowhere other in the country.
Amazon's not going anywhere.
They're not going to any other countries right now. They have to stay here in America. So if you're going to go after big business, this would be the time. Yeah. So he's kind of telling everybody, I'm running, keep me in office so that I can do all these things. Okay. He didn't say he was running, but we know he's running by what he kept saying.
So we get the hints that why run?
He's going to run. Okay. Because he kept saying, finish the job. We got to finish. How you going to finish the job if you ain't in office?
If you're not continuing to stay in office to finish the job. Yeah. If you talk about economy, he kind of in and out, right?
In and out.
Because we said economy, like eggs, prices of eggs and all of that. Now, he did talk a lot. I like how and they do this there, I guess every State of the Union speeches, I guess speeches is what you call it, when they reference the families that are up there.
Oh, yeah, he had Tyree's family.
That deals with the different topics that are going on. Like everybody was looking at his parents.
But he didn't say anything about passing the bill.
Well, he said
his mom, Tyree's mom, was saying pass the bill.
This is a moment.
Biden didn't say anything about passing no bill. He basically said we have good cops. He wanted to make it because so far the Democrats' messaging that people are hearing is get rid of cops. You know what I'm saying? Bad cops or. That's how
get rid of bad cops or not and fund them.
Defund the police. Mm-hmm. So you could tell he was trying to stay away from saying anything about defunding or let's
not making a blanket statement.
He was basically saying for the most part, cops are good. Mm-hmm. For the most part. And I believe that.
If they're doing their job.
A lot of people don't believe that. I believe that. Yeah. I think for the most part. We know
a lot of police officers that are good. So.
I think, but the part that makes them bad is that gang thing. That's what I told you. Yeah. And you don't want to say nothing. So a good cop don't say nothing. Mm-hmm. Because he knows that if he says something, he don't have no backup.
And they're really trying to push to make them accountable now.
Exactly.
Because you got this little clubbish fraternity kind of action.
Yeah.
Where now I can't protect you, my brother.
Right.
You going against the rules now. I gotta say something.
Right.
If I don't say it to you while we on camera, I gotta say it when we get back to the place.
So I agree with making them more accountable. If that's what the bill is that they're trying to push through, I agree with that.
Okay.
He did say that he signed an order about no more chokeholds.
Right.
And
some of the things that he's already done.
Yeah. No knock warrants and just like they going into somebody's house without knocking.
Thank you.
So we'll see.
You gotta announce your presence.
All right, here. Let's see what everybody's saying. I said Emerald says hello, ladies. Ma Wendy's here, Ma. Okay. You're Wendy. Hey, Wendy. She was asking about you.
Wendy.
Hello, stars. Ooh, I almost fell asleep again. She almost fell asleep, Ma. Okay. Wendy said Tyree's parents. Queen Gemini gave us some hearts. True says Marjorie was in rare form. Marjorie's an idiot. Kiki says Marjorie really showed her butt last night.
Yeah, she did.
And then Wendy said minimum wage was $7.25. Emerald says I don't support defunding the police, but they do need to change how things are done. Wendy says restructure the police, and Emerald says maybe give insensitive for police officers to call out the bad ones. We were saying protect them, which they don't do now. No. So it's like you said, it's like a gang or fraternity.
Right.
And you don't have any protection if you say something. So there are good cops, but I feel like the ones that are bad are in power. so that the good ones can't say nothing, even if they want to. But he noticed he made a big deal about saying that it was good cops, and that get everybody standing. Mm-hmm. Both sides. Anytime you say something about old people, babies, cops, military, people stand.
Right, because that's everybody's general consensus.
They had the guy on there that the Asian guy on there that took the weapon away.
Yes,
from the guy who went
to the dance club or
in
whatever,
the dance
school.
club. The Republicans didn't stand because he threw in there about getting rid of banning the assault weapon.
Yeah, the assault weapon.
They probably would have stood up for the man if he wouldn't have said that.
But here's the thing: I don't understand why that's a problem.
Well, I told you I don't think of banning. I think you should just be harder.
No, but I think what he said, I disagree. He took us back to when Clinton was there. It was a ban on him. Mm-hmm. Did you not notice when it was a ban on him? What year was that?
Well, he said,
and they released that ban. Now more shootings because of that gun. Can we not go back to that if it was working?
Also, it was a different time too.
But still, let's try it out. Is it so hard to go? Don't use it on the street.
Well,
keep it in your house. Keep it in your safe. Keep it in your backyard.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all.
No, what banning means you can't keep it at all.
No, they can keep it. I think they have to. Didn't they say register it or something?
No, banning means you get rid of it.
I thought that
you saying
they don't sell them no more. That's what I thought.
All
Not going back to history of people who got them in their basement.
Oh, okay.
But you can't sell them anymore. Okay. So you really would have an antique. I mean, what do you call it when you keep something for years and nobody else has it?
And that just means somebody gonna steal somebody's.
I don't know.
And the criminals are having.
You can keep track of them, though, because if you're not selling them anymore, most criminals, I don't know, it'd be easier to catch them.
Now, I laughed at the government. When that Chinese balloon was going over, the government had to issue warnings in states saying for the citizens not to shoot the balloon down.
Oh Lord!
Because we know people who sell guns, and I know one of the guns when he showed us,
missile kind of thing.
It was a missile thing. He could have shot that balloon down
himself. So
they had to send a thing telling people who have those, don't shoot the balloon down.
They would be in trouble if they did.
No, they wouldn't. They was getting ready to do it because it took us so long to do it.
No, I thought that they would. I'm thinking if you use a weapon to shoot something that came from another country, wouldn't you be in trouble still?
I don't know. If you think it was threatening you.
But it's threatening everybody. We all gonna shoot up.
But it's around me. It's over my head. So
I don't know.
You don't think you saw Independence Day? People was firing at the things that was over them.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
they were scared. They didn't know what it was.
But it was showing people firing stuff. The guns didn't do nothing, but they was firing. Okay. Emerald says, okay, call out the bad ones. Wendy says, new bill says must intercede on poor behavior. So that's good. Wendy says, we really need that George Floyd bill passed. That's the bill we're talking about. And Emerald says, they say here in Washington State that you don't have to pull over for police. I personally wouldn't try it. Oh, I wouldn't try that. See, they just said, I don't know if you can go through there again.
I can.
Oh. They doing... Let's watch mine. All right. It's your feet. Okay. So we that the thing is that in Washington State when they saying don't pull people over, you don't have to stop if they pull you over. That works for a certain group of people.
Right.
If we do that, they gonna pull you out the car. So I totally agree, Emerald.
If the police is coming at you, you mean?
Or you don't have to pull over, she's saying.
No, that's not gonna work.
That ain't gonna work.
Yeah,
not for
chase
us.
Going on. Now people gonna get ran over.
Yeah. So that was it. Anything else
what you leaving for? Why you leaving us? Why you running from us? You must got something going on.
Anything else?
That was it. That was good.
So another thing people talked about was this kiss. Jill Biden and dug him off. That's Kamala Harris's husband. Share a kiss ahead of Biden's State of the Union. She's a lip kisser.
I think he's on the side of her lips though.
No.
Because his face is on the side of her nose.
Hey, yo!
We want to introduce you to the most amazing destinations in the world.
Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. It's young.
Okay.
People been talking about that?
Yeah, because we started talking about people who are lip kissers. Why do people do that?
I don't know. It just didn't look like it was on the lips to me. It looked like it was on the side of her, like here.
But even there,
like she was going to turn.
Oh, you think they was going to kiss on the cheek?
Yeah, I didn't think that was purpose. That was on purpose, but I could be wrong.
Let's see. Now watch it. Don't. Okay. Did I not? Oh, well. Oh, here it is.
Wayans brothers, they kiss.
But that's not a family.
Is that they are really, really good friends.
They're in America.
I don't care. Some cultures do it here still because they live here. They still do it because that's a
kissing each other in the audience. But even if, let's say, I don't think it was anything they was trying to do nothing. Don't kiss me on my lips. You're not my family member. A family member.
For me, I'm thinking of COVID and other things that could be catchy. But if that's a real good friend and
we need to start looking. Everybody look
careful with that because we starting to see it that way.
They can forget that. We're gonna keep our videos.
If you starting to they haven't been doing that.
Yeah, if you hurt somebody. Wendy says do stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think
what to do about that.
I have it on hotspot.
I know. I don't know what to do about it on Facebook. Oh, I see you on Facebook too. Okay, I'm going back and forth, so I can see you on Facebook too. So that's it for that. I just thought I brought
just an update on what they talked about, and they brought up the Romney's comment.
Well, that's what I'm getting ready to talk about now.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Santos on Romney's criticism. It wasn't very Mormon of him. So Santos is going. He's coming to the front of the room. And then he goes over to Romney, and Romney's like, I'm not shaking your hand. You should
back row man. But no, this is not a backseat person. This is a person who wants to be seen.
So he says it's not the first time in history that I've been told to shut up and go to the back of the room, especially by people who come from a privileged background. We don't even know your background.
You lie about it so much.
How do we know you're not from a privileged background?
Thank you. You lie about it so
You could have been raised by a pack of wolves, all we know. We don't know who you are.
Thank you.
Santos told reporters on Wednesday, I'm never going to shut up and go to the back of the room. I think it's reprehensible that the senator would say such a thing to me. It wasn't very Mormon of him. I actually like Romney more for saying that.
That's what they were saying. That was his way of using profanity.
You know,
he said like a wet puppy.
Why don't you go shut up and go sit in the back of the room?
You know, you don't need to be out here. Oh,
so I
made a comment about him not running for president. He wouldn't win or something.
I don't know the exact words he said. He shouldn't have been there. Look, he's a sick puppy. He shouldn't have been there. Romney told reporters after the speech.
Who votes this Santos guy in?
His people.
Where's he from? What does he represent?
I can't remember.
I feel bad for those who he represents because that's saying that you guys don't care. You don't care enough about who represents you in the House.
Maybe they saying something, but they gotta like vote him out or something. You can't just kick him out.
Come on, y'all. Come on, people that he is representing. Please pull together and go, we can't vote for him no more.
And then Santos thought he was getting back at Romney by saying, when Romney ran for president, right. Romney was a Republican nominee for president. Santos digged him by saying on Twitter, after the State of the Union, saying you will never be president. That's his dig.
Right.
That ain't nothing.
I know, but that's all he could say.
You a fool.
Trying to throw shade. But I'm really
I actually like Romney a little bit more now.
I'm tired of this Santos clown. He's carrying clownish ways like Trump did. It's really that he makes DeSantis and the other ones look he makes the other like Marjorie and all of them good. He make them look good because how crazy he is.
Marjorie looks stupid too.
Oh, I'm so tired of this rhetoric.
True says New York. Yeah, I figured he was from New York.
Please.
And she says they took a busload to the Capitol this week to propose a new vote. True says I don't know how that went. So they trying to get him out.
Because it's like there's something mentally not right with him. It's almost like him and Marjorie, for me, they're not 100% sane.
Yeah.
There's something off. And it's part with their emotions and their soulish area. There's something serious about them.
Yeah.
I'm taking it on a spiritual level, you guys.
All right,
Go ahead. And I love me some Larry Fishburne. They talked about his new project that he has out on Disney, you guys.
And it's on Disney?
It's going to be on Disney this Friday. Okay. Disney Channel.
Okay.
And then it's going to
be the Disney Channel.
And the Disney Plus later. Her brain.
Good.
She's smart. Math and science. And I know some we know some smart people that are males. I know they would prefer to have a male represented, and you're gonna always have pros and cons with that. I'm just happy that this is a first teenage black superhero that they're putting out
I'm
there.
Suparna
So
Datta, and I'm from Fairfax County, Virginia. When the pandemic hit, that's when we found out things that our children were learning or not learning. A few of us parents banded together because we thought that, educational excellence and merit is all that matters, not the color of your skin. And so we formed the Coalition for TJ, and we gave it to
Okay, I think it was her talking.
Go ahead.
But this is a new Marvel character. Mm-hmm. So, and then they were talking about his kids. He has kids, and one of his daughters is 15 or 16 now. Mm-hmm. And you always ask with actors. His wife is an actress as well. He's a good stage performer. Are the kids following in the footsteps? And he thinks his daughter is, because she does theater in school. He would bring home little clippings of, like, a little excerpts of this character, and he would show it to the daughter to get her feelings on it, mm-hmm. and get her involvement on it. So, and she loved it. So he does a voiceover for one of the characters. I believe they call him, God, what is his name? Oh, the Beyonder.
Okay.
So they talked a little bit about his daughter Delilah and that. Remember when we talked about Larry Fishburne when he was young?
I remember Cornbread, Earl and me.
Here's the thing. Before that,
there's something before Cornbread.
He was 11 years old on the soap opera. One Life to Live.
He was.
I'm like, dude. He talked about.
He was before Cornbread.
He talked about his mom, which is an educator. He said, "My mom, an educator, teacher. She's very, very smart." He
they killed Cornbread, and he wasn't doing nothing. That's his famous
Cornbread, Earl and me.
I remember that.
He said his mom would look at different things that was going on in the community, like a play or whatever, and say, mm-hmm. "Oh, son, you should get into this," because she noticed his talent.
She pushed him.
She noticed his talent at a very young age, mm-hmm. and then she finally had to tell him, "You'll make $300 a week, honey." And you could say, he was like, "I wish my mom told me that earlier. I would have got involved in this acting thing much sooner." Wendy but he loved his mom for pushing him.
Wendy said he has disowned her. Really?
He didn't sound like that on The View.
So on The View, he's good now, Wendy, with her.
Hopefully that's a rumor or that's in the past.
And she said Larry Fishburne said he is looking for a woman.
I thought he was married.
Oh, I don't know. Go ahead.
Okay. Wendy, where you getting your info? He said, "I met your mom," because I think last year she met his mom. But
okay.
It was all pretty much just talking about that new character, that new black.
Something start. She must have got her act 2. I don't know what you're saying, but go ahead.
One of the things they all talked about at the table, movies with Angela Bassett,
yeah,
but to rewrite some stuff with that, how Ike was portrayed or whatever, because they did still show the area of problems that Ike had, uh-huh. But they were saying you made him more human.
I think he should,
because people would really hate him if they really saw.
Well, here's the thing:
how he really probably was.
I like the fact. I actually like the fact they made him human.
Yeah,
because before that movie, you always thought of Ike Turner as inhuman, and he stayed with him.
Yeah,
he was endearing to her. Mm-hmm. So to make him like this monster,
I know,
like there's nothing about him that make people kind of like, oh, okay, I kind of like him.
That's what Larry.
But in my opinion, I'm the opposite of that. Mm. I felt like they made me dislike Ike more in that movie.
You think?
I didn't feel nothing nice about him in that movie.
It wasn't feeling nice about it, but they just felt like they made him more. They made Love Bassett's part as mm-hmm. Tina fighting back.
Right.
So I don't know. It showed his weakness.
Yeah.
And he was jealous.
Yeah.
So, you got that out of him. But they just felt like Larry playing that part softened it a little bit. But
okay.
That's people's opinion. Because, like art and acting is subjective, how we all think and feel and do things.
Zing Coop says, "Hey, everybody. Good evening, Wood Sisters. Hey. Wendy says, "Oh, his mom was a porn star. She must have gotten her act together. So she was a porn star, I guess, back in the day."
His
That's
mom
what
was a
saying.
teacher, he said.
I'm just saying.
And then Scooby-Doo, he spoke about his mom being a teacher,
and then educator. Scooby-Doo says, "Hello, everyone. Hey Scooby-Doo."
So that's something you made me want to look into, Wendy, if that's the past of his mom.
Yeah, see what he's saying on View versus said his daughter.
Because he has what, two or three kids?
Yeah, she said his daughter.
Oh, okay.
True says that was his daughter. That was a porn star.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
well, you can't really fight your kids on the choices they made.
Yeah, she said his daughter.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
That's sad though.
Yeah,
because he and his wife are seem like a good team, a good couple.
Well, you know.
And he said that other movie's coming out. The John, what is it? Whack? What is it?
Oh, John Wick.
Wick.
Yeah, he's always in that.
Whack. I'm sorry. The John Wick is the new one is coming. Jackson, calm down because you built this couple up like.
Well, everybody relax.
And I was so nervous when she kept talking about this little hot couple.
Well, just relax for a second.
And I keep saying, how old are they?
Just relax.
Oh, I don't think they're going to
25.
last. They're not going to last.
Hold on. Everybody relax and calm down.
Okay. Simmer down.
Fans think DDG and Halle Bailey broke up.
They think.
Hold on, relax.
Okay.
Now I got all in a tizzy because you know I love DDG. I
know.
And a young kid. And her too.
Yes.
I'm following these nut jobs like when they was little.
Yes.
And they sending us through these emotional roller coasters.
You're watching them grow up.
All right. We didn't see any pictures of music, Halle music.
Right.
They didn't go to no parties together, no nothing. He went to things on his own. She went to things on her own.
Okay.
Like that. So DDG went on his Twitter and said these girls, something along the lines is all the same. And he deleted all her pictures.
Who is this?
DDG.
Because they were together for how long?
Well, a year. Probably a little bit over a year.
So that means he dissing the cat too.
Well, hold on. So that's when the rumors started going that DDG and Halle are no longer together.
Okay, they split.
But she was still following him. And she still had his pictures on her Instagram. So then people start going, oh, he trolling. You know how he is. So then she stopped following him and deleted his pictures off of her thing. So everybody was like, oh, it must be true then. Because for Halle to do that, right, it must be true that they broke up.
Okay.
Her sister got on live and said, I don't know what's going on, but my sister is up on YouTube.
Okay.
Don't be putting stuff out there and talking about y'all relationship. If y'all broke up, just break up and keep it moving.
Okay.
Don't post little subliminal messages about these women. Ain't nothing.
Okay.
Because now it looks like my sister was cheating on you.
Oh.
And I don't like that.
Okay.
So she went after him. So then later on, she came back and said, don't worry, it's all good. I talked to my sister. So now all of us are thinking, is this real? Or is he trying
what?
Getting people to talk because you got an album getting ready to come out or something?
Oh, so trolling means you pretty much lying.
Yeah, it's trolling. You just putting a story out there.
Oh.
So let's see. True says she think it's a publicity stunt. Kiki says, I heard his daughter was a porn star. Okay, we back on Lawrence Fishburne. True says DDG goes this stuff all the time. That's what I'm saying, True. He trolls all the time. DDG are broken up.
They're not together.
True says DDG goes a lot of clickbait. He does a lot of clickbait and pranks to promote his music. And you
because the sister wouldn't have said nothing.
She apparently she
really
didn't know
her in to say something.
I don't know. Well, here's Ruby. But I think him putting that message out made it seem like she cheated on him.
He shouldn't have said that comment.
Women are all the same.
Yeah,
but he probably got something. He has. This is a thing that DDG has to understand. This is Ruby Rose, his ex. He could do stuff about Ruby. Nobody cares.
Okay. Oh, he used to go with
Halle is purple.
Right.
He can't do the same trolling that he did with Ruby and them.
Yes. Be careful.
You got to be careful with that. But she did nothing to do with that.
He messed up when he made that comment, though.
But here's the thing: it could still be true. They could be broken up. But we don't know. Wow. So now at this point, we don't know.
Okay.
What you gonna name the baby? He said Halo. All of this. And then the next week, you break up. So that's why I don't believe it's real.
Okay, so let's just hang out and see.
We'll hang out and see. I hope it's not real. I like them as a couple. I like DDG. I like Halle.
But like you're saying, hopefully let's just say for sake of argument, it is not real.
He can't do that no more.
He has to be very careful. And then too, when you got followers,
you can't do that.
We were talking the other day about some of the people's what do you call the followers? The groupies?
Fans.
Fans. Some of them are really treacherous. Some of them will hurt you, threaten you.
Yeah.
That's scary when you're dealing with a whole world of people that's looking at you. So if you say something negative, they may even come at you, DDG.
And then True says, the sister said it's nothing to today. So it's on the Shade Room. So it was a prank or a stunt. That's what we're hoping.
Oh, okay.
I'm just surprised that Haley got in on it.
Yeah.
I think she should have kept him on. Just let him do that stupid stuff. And let people be like, Haley, you're not going to follow him. You're not going to delete his pictures. But she did it too.
Yeah, that's what
He's
really...
pulling her down to his level. A YouTube
so
person.
would you think the prank wouldn't have worked if she didn't unfollow
But
him?
she can't do that. She's an A-list. She's not. She's Denzel Washington.
But she's young.
He's YouTube.
Remember, they're young. So they're not thinking.
You're right. Her people probably got... You know who got on that?
A PR.
I tell you who got on that.
Her mom and dad.
Her mentor. Beyonce.
Ooh.
Don't you ever do that again. I bet you she and you know she
had
and you know Beyonce don't yell.
Beyonce.
You know she don't yell. Haley.
I bet you she do yell at JC in that big old mansion. You don't know.
Haley, honey, I love you so much. Haley, don't do that again. Are you broken up with this young man or not? We're still together. It was a stunt. Oh no, honey,
Don't do that no more.
You don't become Beyonce by doing stunts. I'm trying to mentor you two to be my next legacy.
This Beyonce saves it for an album.
Did I do
when she was breaking windows?
It's not going to be that kind of a stunt. If we want to get together, we can have a conversation, you and Chloe and I, about stunts. That's not a stunt.
No, you need to make music. You need to make money with your stunts.
And if he does that
the
again,
Lemonade album,
yeah. And if you do that again, darling, I'm gonna make you break up with him. Don't even worry about him breaking up with you.
Wow. Let's see. Because when you first said we're gonna talk about this,
and
today,
you went right into.
I was like, I knew it wasn't gonna last.
See, that's wrong to say that
because they're so young. It wasn't for ugly reasons. It was just because they're so young. Yeah. They need to experience and get out there and just kind of explore other people. Their careers, number one. I just felt they were too young to be on each other like this.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Wendy says, Kim, please tell me, what does Facebook do when you report a video? I don't know. I know when you report a post, they'll look at it and they'll put you in timeout, Facebook jail.
So we call it that Facebook person jail. That you're reporting.
They'll look at it and they'll put you in Facebook jail. What does it say here? Why, did somebody do something? Oh, I'm going to Facebook. I don't see anything, Wendy. Did somebody report us? Oh, maybe not. Yeah, they'll put you in Facebook. I think Facebook maybe give you more leeway than YouTube. YouTube don't even look. They just go ahead and block you and everything.
Oh, see?
Yeah, they get on my nerves with that. Oh, YouTube. She's saying YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, they don't even have no sympathy at all.
No filter.
No, they go right to take the video down.
Wow.
So they don't care. They will go after that person. They will put a strike on them, and that person has to say why you shouldn't put a strike on me.
Right. There you go.
So
okay.
Yeah, YouTube don't play. All right, real quick. LeBron James breaks Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's NBA scoring record.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing this.
I like LeBron James. There's a lot of haters out there who don't like LeBron James. I love LeBron James.
Why are they hating on him?
Because people make you hate these people when they make comments like he's better than Michael Jordan. He's the greatest of all time.
But that shouldn't bother us if we know.
It doesn't bother me.
If we true to the background and the foundation of all of the sports people.
Yes,
that shouldn't bother us if somebody says they're better than.
Yes.
Did it bother you when Jay-Z said that what's her name was better than Michael Jackson?
It didn't bother me. It was laughable to me.
There you go.
But what does bother me is Harry Styles.
But that's laughable too.
We'll get to that. Long after he buried a historic 14-foot fadeaway jumper that put him alone atop the NBA's all-time scoring list and celebrated by raising his arms high toward the ceiling on Crypto.com Arena, LeBron James got to relive his immortal moment through his son's eyes. As the Los Angeles Lakers star iced his joints late, they be doing too much. Just say what the story is.
Well,
that's
the scripture.
I know. As he iced his legs and
his joints late Tuesday night.
James told Bronny as he watched the record-breaking basket on his son's phone, "You got that saved? Send that to me." So Bronny got it captured on the phone. So he basically broke Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record as the top scorer.
Here's the
in
thing.
the NBA.
Here's the thing we got to understand about history. You know, as the world continues on, someone's going to break records for all the people who actually started it. But I always give homage to the person who first did it.
And I like the fact that Kareem is still alive.
Yes.
Because he's almost like 80 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He's still alive. He's able to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And it says a record that was stood for nearly 40 years.
See?
Many people thought it would never be broken. But LeBron, you are the NBA's all-time scoring leader. Congratulations. Abdul-Jabbar held the game ball and handed it to James. The ceremonial passing of the torch. This posed by photos with Silver, then with each other.
And you think about it too. I'm not speaking for all these athletes or even entertainers where people come along and break the records. I'm sure they love that because that brings their name back up.
Right.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. His record's been broken by LeBron James. Look, people may not even know Kareem was the first one that,
held it for 40 years.
Held it for 40 years. So that brings homage to the person who laid that foundation.
Right.
And then, you know what? Think about this. I don't know why I'm thought of the scripture. When Jesus was on earth, after 33 years, he was on earth and he started doing the miracles and stuff. And he even spoke to his disciples. He said, the miracles that I'm doing, you're going to be doing more.
You want people to do better.
Jesus, like, I'm setting the foundation. Y'all know with the power, because of my blood and what, come on and do it. Why? I only had 3.5 years to do what I had to do.
Haters don't like people to do better than them.
Yes.
You want to be able to leave. My mother said jealous. Envy. You want people to do, but you want the next generation to be better,
soar, bigger, and go break my record. Do that.
You should be happy that you have a record that they even trying to break.
Yeah,
like you're giving the next generation something that they looking for, like they trying to beat that record.
Thank you. So,
but that's haters. That's haters who don't.
That's okay because their spirits is not right.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking the ones who have laid the foundation, they want to see those records broken because they know, oh my God, this next generation, they are really on top of it.
Right.
So
you only just want to make sure that if somebody breaks your record, it's legit.
Yes.
That's all.
Exactly.
Don't break a record because they moved the starting post.
Yeah, they moved.
The finish line.
Changed the rules.
Yeah, that's why you breaking records. So. Or like we talked about last time.
What?
Transgender female swimmers breaking records.
Now, if it was
breaking a record because you built like a linebacker. That's why you're breaking a record.
Bruce Jenner, now Caitlyn. If it was that situation and Caitlyn went to run with the women and do the pole throwing
so what? You broke a record.
Caitlyn's breaking records. We'll sit there and go,
yes. Mm-mm. Or if a female basketball player,
if you are part of that community, we still think of
LeBron James is transgender. He decides to play for the WNBA, and he's breaking all kinds of records.
We're thinking, okay,
I don't care who breaks.
Or what's the runner from Jamaica?
Usain.
If he changes
transgender, now he's running. They haven't even finished the first round, and he's around twice.
And the women are all like,
That's not fair.
That's not fair.
So if they change the rules like that, I agree. Nobody cares that you're breaking records.
Yeah, that's true. Keep it the same, hopefully.
It don't have to be the same, but somewhat. Because the NBA and the NFL have changed stuff.
Yeah, that's
Back
true.
in the day, they didn't hardly wear helmets.
I know.
They wore leather caps.
They changed how they...
So if you got hit back then... You know what I'm saying? You get up, you walk to Peyton, and you running, and you get hit, and you jump over them big 500-pound linebackers with a leather helmet on. No, that's different.
Leather was way back then, though. But I'm sure
that's different than these guys.
I'm sure Walter Payton.
If I touch your shoulder, they throw a flag.
Exactly.
That's different.
His helmet was probably pulled all kinds of ways.
Yeah.
He probably played with concussions.
Yes. They had to run and you get hit. They helmet hit you.
Yes.
And you have to get up, keep running.
So yeah,
not now. Now if I do this, flag on the play.
I know.
So nobody cares you ran 90 yards.
Yeah.
But you can break the record.
But the records would probably be broken like you're running. You can't change rules on that. You a fast runner. You a fast runner.
Yeah.
You know, zoom.
Not Refrigerator Prairie playing on an all-female team with a wig on.
He breaks records.
He breaks
with
records.
the most sacks.
All he does is hold his arm out and grab the quarterback. That's it.
You broke a record.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So if it's similar, I'm okay.
If the playing field is the same, it's even. Even with the rules kind of changing and being updated.
Yeah.
We get it.
Wendy says, why do they always compare they're different than unique individuals? Yes. Kareem is different than LeBron.
Yeah.
Wendy says, a good teacher or parent teaches you how to survive without them, not to need them, but to do better. Yes. Mm-hmm. That's a teacher.
Yes.
And that says a lot about Kareem, that he felt good about that. He
broke my record. That's good.
And I'm alive.
To even experience it and to enjoy that moment.
So that was LeBron James.
Okay, good.
The people are hating is when they say he, better than Michael Jordan and all this.
Just like we can all sit here until the end of the world. About our favorite athlete in whatever field it is.
Right.
But they all have different styles.
All right. So we got 3 minutes. So real quick.
Go ahead.
Taylor Swift's reaction to Harry Styles being heckled by Beyonce fans. So basically when he won Album of the Year and he was up there, they was heckling him.
Oh my God. What did they
As they should. He shouldn't have won. But that's fine. Who cares? Beyonce ain't never gonna give her Album of the Year. And when they asked some of the people that voted, some of them said she already won too many Grammys. Nothing about music.
When was her last concert though? Before this Renaissance?
Probably Lemonade, I think, which was a few years ago.
That's what I'm saying. Harry's hot now.
But he is not the king of pop. And I
told
you,
not the king
when
of
they
pop.
Put him on Rolling Stone and said he was the king of pop,
no.
Michael Jackson is the king
of
pop.
He will always forever go down with that title.
They trying to make this man Michael Jackson.
No, he's
not. And he's not.
He's nowhere near Michael Jackson.
Which brings me to Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is so annoying.
Why?
I'm sorry. People who like her.
Why you say that?
Fan on.
It's on.
Why
did... Yeah, it's on.
I didn't even know.
Make it go high. You can go the highest speed if you want.
How you do that?
4? Is it on 4?
Oh, it's going now. All right.
Why does she get on your nerves?
Now I'm choking.
Because here's the thing. You got to give them their props. If they got a lot of fans, they make a lot of money.
She was standing up the whole time.
She was. I noticed that. She didn't sit down much.
No. She wanted to be seen. So give me something to chew on. Didn't you have some gum?
That was you okay tonight?
You want some water?
No, I want some water or something.
Okay.
Can you give me
Mama's
some?
Gonna bring it.
By the time she roll over here, we'd be off the air.
You know what?
Get it, Lenore, because she gonna see y'all. It's by the time. Thank you.
Okay.
Can't you keep talking while I'm choking?
I don't know what you're saying about
just
Taylor
talk
Swift.
about something.
Because
You're talking about Taylor.
I could be dying.
I was just sitting here waiting to see if you okay.
You just gonna sit and look at
you okay? Hey y'all.
You gonna sit and look at the camera?
Yo, why she trying?
You can still talk to them.
No, because she was getting upset when I was having cramps on the side of my body.
But I kept talking,
and I was like, and I'm trying to feel it not coming again.
But I kept talking. No, I kept talking. You just looking at the camera.
But
you're not saying nothing.
You were talking and even talking about me. You want me to talk about you? What's wrong? Give me here. Oh, you get stuff wet.
When you were 12?
No, Mom, we don't want to hear stories about when we was 12.
No, we don't really care. No, that's okay. She said just talk about the topic she just brought up.
Not just bring up anything.
Yeah, like.
But at this point,
my mom fell on her face, but she.
At this point, you could bring up anything. Just don't stare at the camera. She.
I'm about to pee on myself.
Yeah,
we told that story.
My mother trying to bring up stories when we was kids. At this point, I don't even mind you doing that, but not just do this.
I was scared.
No, this is you. I'm
crap on my side again.
drink your water. I'm dying over here. Y'all you doing this.
Y'all saw me trying to get her water for her. So I was on
No, this is you.
No, when you play it back, tell me. I wasn't like that. I don't think I was.
Oh my God.
But I was.
Anyway.
I was going to say something about Harry.
Say something. When I drink my water.
You keep saying that people were saying that here's another moment, a Kanye moment where Swift won and Beyonce should have won. I think Harry deserved that award. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Harry was hot. I would see clips of his concert.
Harry's fine.
I'm just saying, we're so quick to go, Beyonce should have won.
No,
Beyonce, her album wasn't even out as long as Harry was.
Look, I agree.
So come on, y'all.
But I feel like they trying to make him the king of pop. And
no, I don't like that title, though.
Yeah.
You're right. He doesn't fit that.
But we was talking about Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Stood up the whole time. They said she was going over his table, talking to him. They used to date.
Right.
Had her hand on his back. Leave him alone, Taylor.
Because it was his moment and she wanted to be in the
She wanted
spotlight.
to be in that moment.
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to understand why she has so many boyfriends and sing about them all the time.
Yeah.
All of her stuff,
the breakups.
it ends bad, and then she writes a song about it.
Exactly. And that's what makes her famous.
So you didn't like him when you had him. Don't come over and talk to him now. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel.
So she's searching, too, for attention as well.
But he got heckled by the Beehive. Remember we put up a video, which one is worse, Nicki's Barbs or the Beehive? Beyonce's Beehive.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kiki says, unfortunately, they need a Michael Jackson of 2023. That's our time. I agree. They gotta have a king of pop now. And because Chris Brown
but you know
slam
what?
Rihanna's head in, he'll never get it.
This is not like a LeBron moment. You don't break a record like that.
Yeah, not like that.
When you are crowned that title, I'm sorry.
That's like saying, who's the king of the
Queen of Soul?
Queen of Soul, a new Aretha Franklin?
No,
a new James Brown?
No, they've already broke the mold. You just need to find you another lane. Yeah. Thank you.
True says y'all have to give Mom a segment in the background. Laugh out loud. She give you a segment.
She's been asking for it.
And True says, no, he's had a good year, but was the album good? No, not to me. Not to win
but
album.
But you haven't heard all the albums to say that.
Well, you know me. I love my husband should have won Kendrick Lamar, but you know me.
And I don't hear all of his songs either. Yeah, so I don't know.
But I just wanted to put that in because Taylor Swift is always in everybody's business.
Yeah, she can be a little annoying. I had to
touch
write this
on
man
this.
down.
XXX Tentacion.
Y'all know I write down names of these different
rap artists.
I
talk about
it. I never heard no XXX.
He's famous. He's a young.
How you say it?
XXX Tentacion.
Oh Lord.
He they got rid of him. The M word. And the case of the fatal shooting stemmed from a feud between XXX and Drake. That's what the defense is saying. The guys who did that to him, who took him out, saying that, how do you know that it wasn't the feud that Drake and XXX had, that Drake didn't have this done? But they on surveillance cameras. The prosecutors are saying these guys are on surveillance cameras, everything. What happened was XXX went to a car dealership or a bike dealership, y'all. I'm not gonna look it up.
Okay.
But he was trying to buy something, and he had money. He had cash. He was gonna pay cash for it, $55,000 or something. And these guys targeted him. And the way you go inside this parking lot, it's only one way in and one way out. So as he was coming out, they took their car and parked it this way where he couldn't go. Then they all jumped out, and then they had guns, and they shot him.
So they don't know who that is?
No, they know who they are. But their defense is it wasn't us because they had on masks and stuff. Even though surveillance camera, the prosecutors are saying it's y'all. They saying it's not us. It's somebody probably in Drake's camp. Yeah, because Drake and Tatash XXX were beefing.
Had some beef. Okay,
we're beefing.
Who else was against him though? That could have been.
That's it. That was the biggest feud. That was the biggest feud at that time.
Wow. Okay.
So that's their defense. Okay. That's why I brought that up to say
that.
And to say there was no reason for them to shoot him.
Is this, you think?
They should have just took the money and left.
Right. They wanted him out. Do you think that this would be on the 50 Cent's new show that he's doing, rap artists that have
XXX probably will be on there.
Okay, they're still investigating and doing, pulling those files up. What do you call those files?
Well, if he's doing cold cases, then
cold cases.
This is not a cold case.
It's not.
No.
Okay.
Where they don't know who did it. You saying they don't think like Biggie Smalls and them?
Right, well, yeah. Oh, you think this is not considered not a cold case, but
this is a good case for him to have on his show for rappers. That met their demise.
We'll see.
So now you know who XXX is. He has a big following.
He does.
Yeah, he's famous.
Sorry.
Young rapper. You don't know them. You don't know them.
Nope.
Okay, so that's him.
Our handyman would have known him.
But Drake is being pulled in it. So we probably gonna see Drake go to court.
Oh.
Because the defense is saying that Drake could have had something to do with it. And the defense is saying that because of the feud, now this does make a good point. Because of the feud between him and Drake was so public, when this happened to him, they never even investigated whether Drake had anything to do with it.
But see, how can we not, why do we not think of the opposite of that? Because how deep does that beef with him have to be for him to be public with, I'm going to get back at him? Because they're going to come right at me if something happens to him.
XXX publicly said, if anything happens to me, go after Drake.
See, that's not right.
But then they said later on he came back and recanted.
He had to, because you can't do that, Negro.
He's not here anymore.
No, I'm saying when he was alive, you can't do that. Because there could be a number of people after you.
Yeah.
It could be just a random one. They knew you there.
I think it was random. They saw him on social media because they put everything on social media.
Yes, I'm here getting a new car.
Thank you. Here's, hey, look at me. I got my money. I got him ready. And they came and
Let's go get him, y'all.
Yeah, they came and got him.
Okay.
Now, Life Jennings, I listen to Life Jennings. I used to more than now.
Okay.
He's an R&B singer. You know him, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. You don't have to write him down. He's not a rapper.
R&B, I'm sorry.
He's R&B. He was robbed of $120,000 in jewelry and cash and says he respects the position the thieves were in. They were young. He said while visiting the Bay Area, Life Jennings was robbed of $120,000 worth of jewelry as well as some other important items. However, the R&B singer is just grateful to have come out of the experience unscathed, as he knows that it could have been much worse because they usually shoot them. They don't even take their stuff no more. They shoot them and take their stuff.
My thing is, if you're seeing a lot of this happening as entertainers,
why would you go there? And he said that was his fault.
Yeah, and don't go there with all the
Why are you going in the hood?
Gaudy jewelry.
And you going in the hood?
Thank you.
Jennings recently addressed the matter on social media. While he acknowledged that many people would keep the experience to themselves, he believes that it's meant to be spoke on so somebody can learn something. And he proceeded to recount the experience, noting that it went down shortly after he wrapped up one of his sold-out shows in Oakland, California. He went to someplace. While Life was certainly upset, he was grateful to be present and breathing, as it could have went all the way left. He also appeared to reference the blank K word of PNB Rock, who was gunned down back in September. That's what I'm saying. They normally don't let them live. Mm-hmm. He also strangely shared that while he was robbed, the thought of the thieves getting excited about coming up made him happy. Life is weird.
Like he got something for somebody that wanted to take
He
from
thinking
him.
these some young ghetto boys who probably don't have nothing. And he felt like they were so excited about robbing him. Mm-hmm.
He probably would have given it to him. If he felt like they really, really need this.
He said you gotta respect the position that the other cats is in. I don't agree with that. I'm not respecting nobody that robs somebody. I'm sorry.
Something that don't belong to you.
Sorry. I know he went to prison. So he used to be a boy that probably was out there doing that. Yeah. And that's probably the part of him that was excited about it.
What did he go for?
What did Life go for?
Did he hurt somebody?
No, it was like drugs and stuff like that.
Okay.
All right. Your donkey of the day.
Okay. Let's end it.
True says, oh wow, Life. Wendy says it's all insured. Yeah, it is insured. Mm-hmm. And for him to get excited,
maybe he's excited because they didn't hurt him.
He said he saw the excitement on them for robbing him, and he kind of got happy for him. I'm not getting happy over that.
Trying to figure out.
But he's a guy that's an ex-felon, so he probably so that probably like you getting up on me. kind of happy for
Oh,
you. You didn't kill me. And you got money from me. You got
me. Caught me off guard.
I think that's what he was saying. You caught me up. You caught me slipping.
Y'all good.
You didn't hurt me.
You good.
You didn't. You know what I'm saying? And you got my stuff.
You good.
Then he went on and said, all I ask is if y'all could return my license and all that stuff. That's all he was saying.
Oh, stop.
But anyway, he ain't gonna get that back.
Okay.
Colorado State apologizes for students' pro-Russia chant directed at Ukrainian basketball player. That's your donkey of the day. Ukrainian player, this is Colorado State, so it's a college. You know, they're young. While he was doing his free throw, you know, you chant stuff and try to throw them off.
Right.
Instead of chanting, you know, you suck or what most people chant, they was chanting Russia.
Okay.
And it did throw them off.
You know what? So it worked. Yo, mama. Yeah. You this.
They was saying Russia. And that's wrong. Because
so
you know how many people have died and stuff because of that?
Again, it says
Colorado State University is apologizing after some of its students, spectators, directed a pro-Russia chant at a Ukrainian player on the opposing basketball team.
Pro-Russian chant. Oh.
Officials tweeted they learned that after the game that a small group of individuals in our student section chanted Russia at a student athlete from Utah State who is from Ukraine. On behalf of the Colorado State, we apologize to the student athlete and Utah State, the school said in a follow-up tweet.
Oh, wow. Okay, that threw him off. It worked.
Every participant and student and fan should feel welcomed in our venues. And for something like this to have occurred is unacceptable at Colorado State.
Would it be the same as if they chanted something racial?
Yeah.
Like at a black man?
I think they thought, like if you say the N-word.
Yeah, throw him off while he's doing a free throw.
I think people would have been more appalled if it was that.
Yeah.
But you should be just as appalled, I guess, doing that. Because a lot of Ukrainians have died because of the bombing and stuff. His family could still be over there. There's a lot that are starving. There's a lot going on. Yeah. And for you to chant that, it's bad.
Yeah, that was kind of mean. I mean, it's smart, but it was mean.
And it worked because he missed.
Oh, no.
See, the year-long war has led to the deaths of thousands of civilians and soldiers, as well as Russian troops.
Yeah, that's sad.
Committing sexual violence and torture against women and children in Ukraine, along with other war crimes. So that was for them to say that was horrible.
Did he make them apologize? They probably didn't do anything about it, did they?
If a student or employee was involved in the chant and can be identified, they would be subject to a review under the Student Code of Conduct. Based on the findings of the Code of Conduct review, a student or employee can be prohibited from entering future athletic events. So they won't kick them out of school, but they won't be able to
go to these.
They won't be able to go to any events.
Okay, but it's creative, but it was still mean.
Yeah,
it was mean.
Kiki says they always have their speech prepared.
For what? For this story?
Yeah, they probably do. So that was it. You have anything else?
So the donkey of the day was that the school.
Was the
students that
did that.
Got it.
That was the donkey of the day. Yelling out Russia.
Russia! 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 That guy was probably nervous.
And he a Ukrainian student.
That's sad.
So you're right, but if it would have been the N-word, they would have shut that down. The whole game would have shut down.
Oh my God. They would have stopped the game. Yeah. Who knows?
So now what? Are they going to start monitoring what people yell at people while they up there?
Well, remember, there's baseball players that be in the field saying that they were saying racial
they always
slurs
say
at them
that.
while they out there in the field. Right
that.
field, left field, center. Mm-hmm. They said that some of the people in the crowd, somebody would throw a bottle, beer cans and stuff at them. So I don't know if they're catching that on camera and security is doing its job to go to that section and say, you need to get out of here.
Right.
We see you on camera taunting at this player.
Right.
Because if you think about it, you're messing the game up.
Yeah, because now you messed up that person's mindset. So now you did more. They should have keep it more like you suck or, whatever.
Boo! I remember back in high school and we got in trouble for this. We used to chant 1, 2, 3, kill the referee. 3, 2, 1, shoot him with a gun. And we got in trouble for chanting that in the crowd.
But now you understand them doing the Ukraine. They kids, they stupid.
Because we didn't like the referee. Why would y'all say kill the referee? Because he would make a bad call, and we didn't like him.
But why y'all gotta kill him?
That was just being mean. Like I said, young kids, we don't think. I had to have been 15.
But how did y'all get in trouble?
They told us not to chant that anymore. We'd be kicked out the game.
And did y'all chant it again?
Mm-mm. We didn't do anything reference to the referees. Not taking their lives. This day and age, you can't say that.
And now, if you say that, somebody really would come out there and do that.
Yeah.
All right. Kiki says, that's why I said they always have their speech prep. Yep.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Make sure you like the video. That's how it gets out, I guess. Mm-hmm. Subscribe to our new channel, Woods Relax Sleep Sounds, all one word. Mm-hmm. And always believe.
Yep.
We'll talk about that next week.
Yeah, with this,
we're gonna have a show on why we always say always believe, and so you guys will know why.
It's a general meaning as well, but we have specific.
There's a reason why we always say that. Mm-hmm. So we'll talk about that next week.
Okay.
And that was another Woods Report. See y'all later.